They have this man's family at gunpoint, threatening him that if he does not pour his heart and soul into it, they're gonna kill him. Anime of the Year Contender. Everyone is saying this about solo leveling, and I just gotta say, I disagree. This anime pretty much sucks. Nah, I'm lying. This webtoon turned anime is one of the best animes I have seen this year so far, and there are many reasons for this. Let's break it down a bit, and I will tell you why I really enjoy this anime, but I promise you won't guess my last personal reason why I actually really enjoy this anime. Let's see if you can guess it. Spoiler warning for season 1 of Solo Leveling. You've been warned. Let's do a very quick summary. So I got the summary from an article just to make it easier for you and for me, because I don't want to type all this out. Solo Leveling was a webtoon turned into an anime that had been making noise. Despite it being very generic, the series has very impressive world building and art that can make it perfect for any new reader to get into a new action series. The story takes place in a world where mysterious portals known as gates have sprung up around the world, connecting the human world to alternate dimensions. Simultaneously, something has awakened within humans, granting them the supernatural abilities to fight these monsters found in these gates. These humans came to be known as hunters and are ranked by letter grade from E to S. So I'm assuming this is where this ranking stuff came from, and all these YouTube videos we see, like food chain tier lists, anime tier lists, movie tier lists. Like, I'm assuming Solo Leveling is the reason why there's this E to S tier ranking. So that's pretty cool to think of. With the establishment of hunter agencies and guilds, it becomes a career for individuals to enter gates and slay the bosses that keep them open for profit. The protagonist, Sung Jin Woo, is an E rank hunter who is exceptionally weak even for his low rank, and he bears the nickname World's Weakest Hunter. Pretty sad. He's incompetent even at the lowest level dungeons and constantly finds himself getting injured, but persists to support his younger sister and sick mother. One day, Jin Woo accompanies a group to clear a D rank gate, something far above his level, but easy enough for ordinary hunters to handle. Things go south when the party discovers a secret room filled with stone statues. They quickly realize they're out of their depth when the strongest hunters in their party are killed with ease by these statues. Finding himself abandoned by his party, moments before death, Jinwoo is given the chance to become a player. He readily accepts his only alternative to death. Waking up in the hospital, he finds himself physically unchanged, but he can access a HUD which gives him the quests. And this is one of the reasons why I enjoy this anime, because this reminds me of SAO, and completing these quests provides Jinwoo with various rewards that benefit him. Through these quests, he discovers that he can level up, which strengthens his power, giving him the ability to infinitely grow stronger. But in order to get there, he needs to start from the ground up. Leveling up changes his appearance, improves his combat ability, and allowing him to stand a chance against even D-rank bosses on his own. Once he gained more power, he decides to join a raid group to get experience inside dungeons. Alongside another novice hunter named Woo Jin, he joins a small group of C-rank hunters, simply carrying their luggage. He discovers that the group intends to kill both of them, but easily disposes of this group. Things increasingly complicate when he discovers one of the hunters he killed was the brother of an S-rank hunter. I'm gonna just say Dong Su. I don't know how to pronounce that first name. For context, there is only 7 S-rank hunters in the world, and what makes it extremely difficult in this world is that once you are placed at a rank, let's say you're C rank, you cannot go up from there and you cannot go down from there. There's absolutely no way to change your rank, but there are things called awakenings, and that's what the main character goes through. He goes through an awakening, which we see him change physically and become immensely stronger. By the end of season 1, he's pretty strong. Following this near-death experience, Jinwoo and Jinho meet again. Jin reveals his goal to perform a set number of raids to become a guild master of his father's rich new guild. He offers Jinwoo a generous amount of money, which he accepts on the condition that only both of them can enter the dungeon alone. While waiting for Jinwoo to acquire dungeons for them to enter, he joined another raid composed of some of the members that had actually abandoned him on that fateful day where everything changed. They retained some guilt on the matter because they fucking left him. It was pretty messed up. But Jinwoo holds no grudge. It turns out an assassin is among them. Hired to kill one of the party members, he actually just kills everybody. He kills all the inmates in order to remove any witnesses, but is foiled by Jinwoo. Jinwoo is able to kill this assassin and gains the ability to camouflage. So Jinwoo clears this dungeon, defeats the assassin, and this leads him to enter a special dungeon where he gains the title of Necromancer after defeating the boss. With this ability, he can harvest the souls of enemies he's defeated and summon them to fight on his side. With this newfound ability, he acquires the soul of his first major shadow, Igris. This is a very quick summary on this show. Now let's go over why I enjoy this a lot, and let's see if you can guess my last reason. This reminds me of SAO. My first anime was Sword Art Online, and the story of Sung Woo being a solo type guy during this drastic change in his life reminds me of Kirito. Except Kirito was always a badass. Sungwoo had to build up to it a bit. One of the most satisfying things about watching Solo Leveling is that Sungwoo was a weakling. I mean, this guy constantly gets reminded of how weak he is from the beginning, and it sucks. He ends up joining this group of C rank hunters and they end up betraying him because he's weak and they can get away with it. In this world, it's still corrupt as ever, and with these new things involved, it is still pretty fucked up. But luckily, they didn't know that Sungwoo has awakened and he was able to defeat them. And he's not even a bad dude, he's just trying to support his family. So when we see he is left to die during this double dungeon when his life changes, he tried his best to save everybody, and it's a pretty sad sight because most of them didn't care about him. Though he did sacrifice himself for the last two survivors, who were the only good ones, he feels rage and anger, and the audience completely sympathizes for him. So when we see this motherfucker somehow survive and has a reawakening, it is super exciting to see. Although there is something in the back of my mind creeping that Sungwoo is going to somehow suffer because of these powers he is getting. I feel like there's a sinister vibe at times, especially during the fights against other hunters. I feel like the old Sungwoo would freak out a little bit more having to kill these people. I mean, he does freak out a bit, but in a different manner, and I'll mention it in a bit. But he totally accepts it. When we see him fight the best hunter of this group, he's totally calm, which kind of rubs me the wrong way, but still makes the story very compelling. I think it's just a matter of time to find out what negative side effect there is to Sungwoo when getting his magical powers out of nowhere, because when he's fighting these hunters, they're like, how many things does he have? He can heal, he can disappear. There are many things that he can do, and hunters only have like one ability or two, and that's it, max. I really enjoy how the stakes are really high for Sungwoo, because every time he has met with the idea of getting stronger, he instantly thinks of his family, his sister and his mom. He makes these very risky decisions to fight in these dungeons alone just for the sake of getting stronger. During the show, we see that he needs certain items to create a healing potion for his mother. It is said that this magical potion can heal any illness. So he sees that these upper level dungeons where these items are require him to get stronger, meaning he has to risk his life almost every single time to get stronger. So any single time he does this, he can die. So my most favorite thing about this show is the dub voice actor for Sungwoo, because this man is acting like his life is on the fucking line. They have this man's family at gunpoint threatening him that if he's not pour his heart and soul into it, they're gonna kill him. And one of the funniest things that I saw online is that the voice actor is actually pretty social and online, and people were threatening him, saying that he better not ruin the Arise line at the end of season 1. And he threatened these people, saying that if they did not stop telling him this, that he would change the line into something really stupid or dumb like wakey wakey. It was really funny seeing him interact with the anime community like that. And this is the same voice actor that played Zenitsu, which is really funny considering how completely different these two characters act. My favorite performing scene by him was where he is forced to kill that group that tried to set him up in the beginning with Jinho. He starts freaking out like I mentioned before. He remembers how cruel this world is. He questions how he could forget the very core of how humans are. Violence, deception, betrayal. He screams at himself. Well, I think it's because he has to stoop below to how they act. If not, he dies. But he also might enjoy this hunting. It's an absolutely cold line because he asks them, y'all know how hunting works, right? Because obviously they hunt on the weak, the E rank hunters, because he is about to hunt them instead. Oh man, that scene had me shook in school and I could not believe it. This man is putting his heart and soul into this role, and I really like this voice actor, man. He needs more roles in the future. Dub is getting praised because of this single man carrying it, which is really good. I would say the only problem I have with Solo Leveling is something that's not that big. I don't want Sungwoo to get so overpowered that there's no tension for him in the battles. I feel like One Punch Man has that feeling, but One Punch Man has more of a comedic sense, so you watch it for a different reason. The action is just there for fun, but I'm pretty sure that that's gonna change in season 3, so that's fine for One Punch Man. But I feel like the show isn't that funny, so if they make him really overpowered, I don't know if it'll be that interesting to watch, because then he will just know the outcome of every fight. I want more twists and turns, but I'm pretty sure there are gonna be more twists and turns in this story, so I'm not that worried. I don't know this guy's name, but the one with the red hair with glasses that has like rings on all his fingers, he looks badass. I feel like there is something more to him. And then that S rank hunter that wants to kill Sungwoo before killing his brother, I feel like that's gonna be very interesting to see too, because we'll see how he fights against an S rank hunter. So there are still plot lines that we have no idea what they're gonna turn into. So I think this story is still pretty interesting and compelling. I just don't want him to be that strong, if that makes sense. At least not too strong, but we'll see what happens. I know I've been gone for like a week or two. I've been really busy with life. Life's been kicking my ass. I'm back now, hopefully. I've been watching stuff. I've been thinking about video ideas. I've had a lot of fun creating this video because it's been a while for me. Check out my most recent video here, or my most anticipated anime movies of 2024. I will see you on the next one, guys. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.